somewhat in the last year or two in most places, but right around 2000, 2001, it was fierce. So this sample came from chemtrail goo. Go ahead, Hildy.
Okay, I'm going to read you Dr. Castle's letter to myself, which says, from Castle Concepts and Associates, which is located in Columbus, Ohio. Hilda, enclosed here with are the remaining fiber samples sent to me by, quotes, Larry in June 2000. Hope you were able to find something significant out about these. I sent Larry's typewritten note along with the samples are COC, requesting them to your organization this date, October 19th, 2006 at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Mm-hmm.
Please send me a copy of analysis or findings. Sincerely, R. Michael Castle. And this is Larry's, and it says subject SOS. Mike, if you're reading the post on Carnicom's message board, you are aware that the West Coast is being punished. I'm sending 3 recently collected samples that may be significant. One is a tangled mass of fibers that I washed from my hair. In this mass is one whitish fiber that is obviously coated with a vitrol, VITROL, blue substance. This coated fiber is of great interest to me. A second sample is a fine-toothed lice comb containing God knows what. I see our old friend, the fiber, in 3 colors, a substance that looks like a translucent pink gem, G-E-M, and numerous particles of what may be inorganic minerals. Hope you find these as interesting as I, Larry.
What Larry was talking about when he said the West Coast was being punished was the amount of chemtrail, aerosol operations that were conducted at that time. And Carnicom.com, that's Clifford Carnicom, C-A-R-N-I-C-O-M, Carnicom.com. Clifford has the premier chemtrail website of them all, and he's another one of our heroes. All right, we'll be back, and you heard Dr. Carjou's offer. We're going to get the information up to let you with Morgellons know how to contact him. And we will find out in due course what this is about. It may take a lot of work, but we've got the brains and we have the energy. And we have you folks out there to help us. We'll be back. Okay, right back with you, Dr. Hildegard Staniger, PhD, and Dr. Rahim Carjou, MD, who has, just along with Dr. Staniger, made an extraordinary offer to try to blast the doors open on this mystery. Okay, I hope all of you heard that real loud and real clear. We're talking about the potential of chemtrail involvement with Morgellons disease. Can't prove it yet, but what we know about these fibers and what we know about the chemtrail samples, Hildy, what's the overlay?
Well, I know, when I looked at this phase 3, which are these fibers that we're just talking about right now.
Yes.
And Dr. Carjou showed me, and he even took a piece of my hair and showed me that, hey, these things that, as we stated earlier, look like cysts or something alive inside, but they're not moving around, meaning there's something in it, okay?
Yeah, I mean biological looking.
Yeah, biologically alive, meaning it looks like it's got a nucleus, it looks like it's got something, okay, versus the hair,
well, all right.
You can see, if you look under a microscope, you can see like it's got a shaft, like horsetail, the plant, horsetail.
I've looked at hairs under the microscope.
Yeah,
yes.
meaning it's, it looks totally different. There's nothing like alive in it looking.
Right. So there's a biological appearance to what he's talking about.
Right, and he took pictures of it, so we're going to send it. We just didn't get it developed in time for this
that's
discussion.
Fine. Okay, fascinating. But so the chemtrail fiber and the current Morgellons fiber, there is a match or a certain similarity.
Oh, they have a red thread, wouldn't you say, Dr. Carjou? That one red thread?
Yes.
And it also has those other threads.
Okay, so we've got a link.
Yes.
Okay, all right. That's what I wanted to establish.
Normal jet contrails are formed above 30,000 feet and last only a few seconds. Normal contrails are created very rarely and are caused by the intense heat thrown off of jet engines as they climb towards their cruising altitudes. Designed to appear as normal contrails, chemtrails, on the other hand, do not occur from the mixture of engine heat and water molecules at high altitude. They usually occur between 12,000 and 20,000 feet, and photographic evidence clearly demonstrates that these emissions are coming from spray nozzles attached under the wing, near the engines, or extending from the rear of the plane.
Can you tell a green field from a cold steel?
Could a strange substance found by a Southwest Arkansas man be part of a government test? Well, that's the question at the heart of a phenomenon called chemtrails, now getting widespread attention. Well, tonight, KSLA News 12 investigation reporter Jeff Farrell shows us the results of testing we had done about what's in our skies.
It seemed like some mornings it was just crisscrossing the whole sky. It was just like a giant checkerboard.
Bill Nichols snapped several photos of the strange clouds from his home in Stamps, Arkansas. They begin as normal contrails from a jet engine, but do not fade away like a normal contrail. Soon after, he saw particles in the air.
You know, because we'd see it drop to the ground in a haze.
Nichols then noticed the material collecting on the ground.
This is water and stuff that I collected in bowls. I had it set out in my backyard on my dad's pickup truck.
KSLA News 12 had the sample tested at a lab. The results? A high level of barium, 6.8 parts per million, more than 3 times the toxic level set by the EPA. Armed with these lab results about the high levels of barium found in our sample, we decided to contact the Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality. They told us that yes, these levels are very unusual, but at the same time they added the caveat that proving the source is a whole other matter. Barium is a hallmark of other chemtrail testing, which even attracted attention from a Los Angeles TV station. There's already no shortage of unclassified weather modification programs by the government. But those who fear chemtrails could be secret biological or chemical testing on the public point to the 1977 Senate hearings in particular, which confirmed 239 populated areas had been contaminated with biological agents between 1949 and 1969. Later, the 1994 Rockefeller Report concluded hundreds of thousands of military personnel were also subjected to secret biological experiments over the last 60 years. But could secret testing be underway yet again?
I'd rather it be something inert and benign, something that's, not causing any damage, but I'd like to know what it is.
KSLA News 12 discovered chemtrails are even mentioned by name in the initial draft of House Bill 2977 back in 2001 under the Space Preservation Act. But the military denies any such program exists. Jeff Farrell, KSLA News 12 reporting.
And, it turns out until 9 years ago, the government had the right under U.S. law to conduct secret testing on the American public under specific conditions. Only a public outcry repealed part of that law with some exceptions.
Now, Jeff's report mentioned high levels of barium linked to those alleged chemtrails. We wanted to find out exactly what effects barium has on the body. We spoke with Mark Ryan, the director of the Poison Control Center. Ryan tells KSLA News 12 that short-term exposure can lead to anything from stomach to chest pains. Long-term exposure causes blood pressure problems. Ryan addressed concerns by chemtrail researchers that barium could be meant to wear down a person's immune system.
Anything that causes ill effects in the body long-term, chronically, is going to affect your ability because it's constantly working on the body. So from that aspect, yeah, it's a potential.
Heaven from hell, blue skies from pain.